The sign of intelligence is that you are constantly wondering. Idiots are always dead, sure about every damn thing they are doing in their life. The most beautiful moments in life are moments when you are expressing your joy, not when you are seeking it. If you resist change, you resist life. When pain, misery, or anger happen, it's time to look within you, not around you. If you ask a tree how he feels, to know that he's spreading his fragrance and making people happy. I don't think a tree looks at it that way. I'm just like that. And it is my nature to be like this. The fear is simply because you are not living with life. You are living in your mind. Too many people are hungry, not because there is dearth of food, it is because there is dearth of love and care in human hearts. The planet is spinning on time, not a small event. All the galaxies are managing fine. The whole cosmos is doing great. But you have one nasty little thought crawling through your head, and it's a bad day. The problem is you're living in a psychological space that bears no connection with reality, and you are insecure because it can collapse at any moment. Every moment there are a million miracles happening around you. A flower blossoming, a bird tweeting, a bee humming, a raindrop falling, a snowflake wafting along the clear evening air. There is magic everywhere. If you learn how to live it, life is nothing short of a daily miracle. Love is your quality. Love is not what you do. Love is what you are. There are many ways to understand this. One simple way to know this is today. If you lose your mental peace, totally, you will go to a doctor. He will give you a pill. If you take this pill, your system will become peaceful. Maybe this will last just for a few hours, but you become peaceful. This pill is just a little bit of chemicals. These chemicals enter your system and make you peaceful. Or in other words, what you call peace is a certain kind of chemistry within you. Similarly, what you call joy, what you call love, what you call suffering, what you call misery, what you call fear, every human experience that you go through as a chemical basis within you. Now, the spiritual process is just to create the right kind of chemistry where you are naturally peaceful, naturally joyous, when you are joyous by your own nature, when you don't have to do anything to be happy. Then the very dimension of your life, the very way you perceive and express yourself in the world will change. The very way you experience your life will change. Krishna says in the Gita, the worst crime in the world is indecision. If you think you're big, you become small. You know you're nothing. You become unlimited. That's the beauty of being a human being. Talking about you being a spectator, I'm talking about involvement. I'm talking about involving yourself into life in such a way that you dissolve into it. People have fallen in love with words and lost the world. Time to regain it. Everything that ever happened to you, you experienced right within you. Light and darkness, pain and pleasure, agony and ecstasy. All of it happened within you. If someone touches your hand right now, you may think you're experiencing their hand. But the fact of the matter is you're only experiencing the sensations. In your own hand, the whole experience is contained within all human experience, is 100% self-created. Sex in the body is fine. Money in the wallet is fine. It's only a problem when they enter your mind. Learning to listen is the essence of intelligent living. You want to become life-sensitive. A simple process that you do is this. Make whatever you think and whatever you feel less important. Try and see for one day. Suddenly you will feel the breeze, the rain, the flowers, and the people, everything in a completely different way. Suddenly, the life in you becomes much more active and alive for your experience. When I say spiritual, I'm talking about you beginning to experience that which is not physical. Once the spiritual dimension is alive, once you start experiencing yourself beyond the limitations of the physical and the mental, only then, there's no such thing as fear. Fear is just the creation of an overactive and out-of-control mind. The whole effort of the spiritual process is to break the boundaries you have drawn for yourself and experience the immensity that you are. The aim is to unshackle yourself from the limited identity you have forged as a result of your own ignorance and live the way the Creator made you, utterly blissful and infinitely responsible. Do you understand man needs entertainment simply to hide his madness? If he was perfectly sane, he would not need entertainment. He could just sit and watch this bamboo grow. It does not really need entertainment. If you think 100% logically, there is really no possibility of life. You have too much social influence upon you. You're not going by your own nature. People do so many nonsensical, life-negative things because they don't want to be left out of the scene around them. If your body goes in search of a relationship, we call this sexuality. If your mind goes in search of relationships, we call this companionship. If your emotion goes in search of relationships, we call this love. If your energies go in search of relationship, we call this yoga. There is so much adventure that only a youth can experience. Youth is not the time to languish in pleasure. Youth is a time for exploration and adventure. The more you try to be special, the more you get hurt. Just melt and become part of the wind around you. The earth around you, become a part of everything. You're here, only for a while at least. When you're in a place like this where nobody is going to trample on you, let your defenses down.